Men used to go to war. Now they take photos on an addition staircase. And what is the problem? This is rage bait. This has to be rage bait because it makes me mad. Hi, welcome home to the castle. We will check out a new channel today. The title of the video is The Sassy Man Era, and I don't know what it is about, but I have a bad feeling. And the channel is called Tommy NFG. I don't know if you know him. Apparently, very popular channel. Let's see what he can do. And I'm very curious about the sassy topic. Let's get into it. So here's the video. This is probably a clip. Let's see what it does.
As a man, according to the internet's new rules, you officially get categorized as two groups nowadays.
Okay.
You're either group A.
Don't forget, I'm invincible.
So,
you're either
oh boy, that
group
was
B.
loud.
Alright guys, on 3 we're gonna take a boomerang.
Oh, look at them, so cute.
So 1, 2, 3.
And I speak for all
That's so adorable. What the heck?
men when I say we only classify as these and it's impossible to fit another category. Anyways, y'all, the talk of the interweb for the past couple of years has been that men are getting quote-unquote soft. But it's been really ramping up from last year to
we saw a couple of videos about it, I think, like in the similar direction.
now when people have been talking more about it. And the majority of the time, the main people saying this are men online, obviously. Whether it just be a comment on a post, an alpha male podcaster saying humanity is falling because of it. But another category of people that I also haven't seen mentioned that say it too is women online. I always have to say this because people are sped. Not all women are like that and say men need to be more manly and less sassy online. But usually the people
What does sassy even mean in this case? Is it like they just had, so if we refer to the intro, they just had a matcha and hang out with the boys. I have trouble.
I see mention that say it are the
Why does
alpha
it called
gurus
sassy?
and male podcasters. And I don't usually see women mention in the conversation about it. They have another name for it too. They call it the quote unquote
The Sassy Man Apocalypse. Huh?
sassy man apocalypse. And how it works is it'll be a man posting something on TikTok of them doing a more feminine like activity. Could be something like doing Pilates. And before
I
someone's
mean,
like,
it's good
huh,
for you.
well, Tommy, those are perfectly normal activities that any gender can. Shut up! Calm your ass down. This ain't a Twitter comment section. We all know anyone can do these activities. Like, I don't have to explain when I say a feminine activity. And whenever a man posts him doing one of these activities, you'll at least get a couple of people in the comments saying, why is he acting so zesty or sassy? And it don't even gotta be something crazy for real. Like, a man could record himself.
So it's like a stigmatization of normal activities, but just because men do it, it's like sassy, and if women do it, it's normal. Man, internet is still weird.
And be drinking matcha in the video. And you'll have some people in the comments like, yo bro, that's a little zesty. Why are you getting matcha and not pure black coffee? What am I gonna do with all these sassy men around? Like, why are you drinking the girly drinks? As a man on the internet, if you post you doing something like that, you really won't win. If you post you doing something slightly perceived as a feminine thing, you'll get hate from men and women. And I think this whole thing stems from older generations. Since Gen Z before was raised by older generations that usually followed the traditional ways, a lot of us have carried these ways to our adulthoods. And you can pick out the good and bad between the things that we were taught compared to now. I'm not here to be a therapist and get everyone's perspective on how that lifestyle has affected them for good or bad. There's traditional things that work for some people and some don't. Simple as that. But there's definitely things we can all universally agree on.
Like, he's talking, I'm like, oh, monkey. I'm so sorry, Tommy. But I see his point absolutely. Like, it's just something that's put onto men from other people, which is okay. Not something that should be an activity.
That they were low-key tripping over as men back in the day. Looking back at it, I couldn't live as a man like 20 to 30 years ago. Because you had to be boring as and fit in or your ass was gonna get flamed. A good example is like wearing pink. Back then, would not dare to touch the color pink because they knew if they did, they would probably get roasted by their friends or their family.
Yeah,
would think
I think that would be not even called zesty or something. That would just be called gay and then just get pushed away. Even though it's also fine. Like, man can have like pink what's the problem, right?
Shoot, up until my elementary school years, we still had that mindset. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't really change. And even something like skincare. Bro, you couldn't even take care of your skin without a potentially giving you the gay allegations. Men low-key lived like cavemen back then. A lot of the fashion we wear too nowadays, they would think is zesty back then. You couldn't even put that on without getting the allegations. Like, it was just crazy. And I think the good thing about our generation is we're saying basic like, you can actually dress good and wash your face can happen without you getting the zesty allegations or being made fun of by your friends. But clearly some people are still entrenched into that
they're still trapped in this old believing system. Just let people live. They don't hurt you by doing skincare, right? Or having a specific outfit, as long as they are dressed.
mindset. You got people like FitX Fearless, who I'm sure some of y'all have heard of, but if you don't know, he's another one of those alpha gurus who has his own course on how to become rich and handsome. And people actually pay to get advice on how to improve their looks from him.
I also, so this is also, take it with a grain of salt. I also heard that men, or like human in general, like you are social creatures, right? So you want to be in a group and you kind of see, okay, where I want to fit in somewhere, so I have to be something. And this is like, I understand this thinking pattern, but I just encourage you not to go to the alpha male toxic group, please. They're probably very good examples. I saw a German post or like a German video about what is it being a man nowadays, basically. It was like a question type of show. And there were people who were really, really based, who addressed the problems men have. Sadly, it's in German. I would also like watch it, but it's maybe someday we will do the German channel. But they basically say, maybe this is where I picked it up even, that men try to have like a group they belong to. And since many are fairly like lonely or alone, they tend to go to social media. Of course, I understand that as well. And try to see what maybe, I don't know, what they find maybe attractive or inspirational, stuff like that. But please be careful with the alpha male stuff. It can be really, really harmful for yourself and for others. So please be very, very careful which type of groups you're joining. And some groups are even so bad that they will scam you for some weird program that costs a couple $1,000s. You do not have to purchase a program to fit into a group somewhere that should be completely for free. Be very, very careful about it, okay?
Like these girls, they want Duke Dennis. They don't want me. It's not fair.
Oh, shut the hell up.
They want the jewelry, rich guy. They want everything. They don't want a regular Joe.
He built himself. Ain't nobody gave that dude shit. He built himself.
I don't know what this is about.
And every dude at the finish line and be like, oh, why do women want him? Because he tried.
And he's one of those people I feel like that holds a traditional mindset from the past completely. Because he's always complaining about the new generation and the styles people are rocking now. Like, he just hates any man that wears something baggy and thinks it looks childish. And he has multiple videos of him saying it makes you look homeless and dumb.
I'm going to keep telling y'all dress like little kids. I don't care what anybody say, bro. The classy man is always the best looking man. Nobody could beat that guy. I don't give a damn what you say, bro. I don't give a damn about no new trends, these baggy clothes bullshit.
That looks good. Wait, that is not good in his terms. That pullover looks really nice and the pants look comfortable. I would wear that even.
You idiots think look cool. You don't look like a man. I don't give a damn what you think. Stop wearing baggy clothes. They make you look homeless. The losers on the internet want you to believe that a guy who dressed classy, a guy who wears...
Okay, I just put him... I know I'm not categorizing many people, but I put them into the rage bait pile.
fitted clothes.
My guy, can you please wear a shirt? Okay, so I know this is aesthetically pleasing to some people, but it freaking triggers me that his shirt is so small, it doesn't even properly like close, and the arms look that they're squished. I know you like guys do that to enhance their muscles, but man, for me it's just freaking just buy a bigger size. Please do yourself a favor, do your body a favor.
Wears fitted clothes. Something is wrong with him.
It's not
the
fitted,
guy who
it's
looks
tight.
homeless and wears baggy clothes that is quote unquote comfortable. The problem with this is you don't command respect with your image.
I'm sorry, bro.
That looked like a
but I'm
normal
not trying to look
outfit.
like the Rock from the 90s every time I step.
Is that a real picture? It looks very goofy. Did The Rock look like that? I'm so sorry. I don't remember. I just know The Rock with freaking bald hair. I don't know. I don't remember him with hair. I'm so sorry. But see, it's here as well. It just looks so tight and uncomfortable. I don't know. It just already gives me red flag just looking like this. But this is my personal taste, okay? This is my personal preference. You can like whatever you like. Go out however you want to. For me personally, this is just
Step out the house. Or dress like I'm going to a wedding every day.
I mean, that shirt looks a little bit bigger, but still, it looks like it will rip apart over here on the shoulders. I don't know.
Some occasions deserve the fitted
That looks nice. That looks comfortable. It's not too. It's like fitted, but not tight. That you look uncomfortable.
clothes, and some deserve the baggy clothes.
That looks very comfy and stylish. I like the chain over here, but I wonder if it's like clunking a bit too much for me personally. But it's just if I would wear it, right? If you like it, go for it. That looks comfy. I like that. The striped shirt looks pretty cool. And the red hood. Oh, this one. The color looks really nice. The red color. Very nice put together outfits. I have to say. What is the... So this is problematic nowadays. This isn't problematic outfit, or did I misunderstood something? In terms of alpha males, right? For me, it's perfectly fine.
That's all it is. Because fashion has always been the one thing that's progressed and changed depending on its time. So why would you want to stay one style forever without trying different things? If people treated fashion like his thinking forever.
I mean, it's fine to explore his fashion style. I'm not saying if you would like to see yourself in this type of clothes, go for it. Try it out. Explore the explore the world. My voice just gave up. But also, if you want to try baggy clothes, or you feel more comfortable and more yourself in baggy clothes, just do that.
Then we'd still be wearing those 1800s outfits. This is the type of thinking older generations still have, though. Like, he low-key gives me the vibes of what a woman in her 50s.
He just looks like Ashton Hall. They look the same to me. I'm so sorry to say that. But they give the same vibes. I mean, the only difference is that Ashton Hall puts his face into expensive water every day a couple times.
Would dream as their one-night stand. Universally with fashion, though, I think we've all been way more open to changing up things in our generation. I mean, in 2017, we're dressing like this, and we...
Yeah, please don't fall for the branding stuff. The shoes, though, looking... Oh, you don't see them. Wait. Can I... Look at the boots. I like those. They look cool. But please do not fall for only wearing brand stuff. It's way too expensive.
Realize.
What the fuck is that shirt, dude? Okay, well, maybe not such a shirt. That is also not good.
Alright, we gotta change this up. But then you go out actually putting that on, and you're gonna have some older family member side-eyeing you, thinking you might swing the other way because you wanted to dress nice. A thing you'll hear some women say online is the phrase, men used to go to war. And
yeah. It's not good to go back to those times. What is that statement even? Why do people say that? I don't understand. Why is this? I see it many times, and I don't understand why this is like a valid argument. If women say men used to go to war, yeah, please remember what women had to go through during those times as well. It wasn't good times. Like, enjoy your life that you have now, because it's it's fairly safe and privileged, right? Not everywhere, and not anytime. There is another problem, but like, I don't understand that this is like seen as a valid argument that men can't enjoy their life anymore? Like, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. This is just me, okay?
And it's used as an insult online, usually when it's a man doing something perceived more feminine. When I say perceived more feminine,
like someone told me, but I don't even remember why I got this comment, but someone, oh yeah, because I enjoyed playing a game with my friend on stream. I played a game with Noble, and someone commented, grown woman, by the way. Like, and am I not allowed to play a game with my friend? Go get your bros and do something with your life, dude. What is that argument?
Into it really doesn't even have to be that. It could just be him doing something fun. It's to the point where some of them will literally record random men in public to make fun of them for it.
Oh man, he looks so happy. Look at him. Oh, maybe he's talking to someone he likes. What the frick? Look at them. They have a good time. What is that even an argument? Men used to go to war. Now they take photos on an addition staircase. And what is the problem? This is rage bait. This has to be rage bait because it makes me mad. Where's the problem? I don't see it.
Like, all bro did in the first video was drink a frappe he bought with his hard-earned money. And all they did in the other was take a picture of the staircase. And by the way, there's a more than 100% chance men built those stairs. So I'd be damned as a man if I can't take pictures of something I build. I'll take a million pictures if I want to. The whole men used to go to war thing doesn't make sense to me because for one, millions of men still do go to war all over the world. Like, do you not read the news or something? There's about a war started every week nowadays. And for the men at war in the past, do you think they actually wanted to be there?
No, they were forced to. Nobody wants to go there.
Men had zero choice but to be
maybe
in the
with
war.
A few
they
exceptions.
Would draft your name out of a hat and you had to be in the field, or your ass was getting sent to prison to eternally be a named Bubba's prison wife. Also, there's a lot of countries where
military service mandatory. Yes. That is a lot of green.
Around the world are still required to be in the military. Like in South Korea, BTS had to stop for a while because some of the members had to do their mandatory military service.
See?
And this type of president to me probably isn't the best thing to set, because if y'all really do want it to go back to men fighting in wars and stuff, as a man, as soon as you turn 18, you're getting sent on your way to serve your duties. Then be prepared as a woman. If you don't cook for your husband one day, you and the children got a 50% chance of getting beat that night. Because that's what the older generations of men did. Like, I really don't think you want to be in that generation. And then you go in the comment section.
I think we have a fairly good life now. Even though we still have our problems, life overall became better and more safe. Not saying that we shouldn't work on a lot of things, right? But in terms of, in some cases it improved, in some cases it didn't. And now it's just time to move into better directions. So saying that just doesn't help at all. It just makes it worse again. So please don't.
Of these videos, and it's women saying things like, men are so princessy now, or so many princesses.
Man, if I would be strong enough with my very weak T-Rex arms, if I could princess carry someone, I would. I would. I was like, come here. Because it's just funny. Just to be goofy. What's the problem?
I also get confused by this too, because isn't it mainly women saying men need to be more tapped in their emotions? Like, for decades, the complaint has always been that men are so emotionless and never like to express themselves. And that definitely is true a lot of times. You try to talk to any man over 60 about mental health or therapy and they go, mental health? My mental health was working 128-hour work weeks at 10 years old and walking 5 miles to school after, and then walking 5 miles back to finish the day. Then going on my grandpa's boat and fishing 5 fish a day for the entire family to eat. Mental health is something you made up after the 2000s. That was my impression of a blue-collar worker. Okay. Then when men nowadays actually try to express themselves, we're sassy and princesses? This just shows me that a lot of y'all saying this will say one thing online, then act completely different when it comes to actual situations. Now, I honestly don't think—
Most likely, I think so. Like, a lot of people say things online, and when they, like, stand in front of you, they would never open their mouth. Like, if someone says to you something online, and then just imagine if they would stand in front of you, they would not dare.
Think all the women saying men used to go to war are serious and they're just joking. But it's one of those things where it's so many people saying it, everyone can't be joking about it. I didn't realize this until I grew up.
I can't see that as a joke. I don't understand.
But in our generation, there's still a ton of women that want to live that more traditional lifestyle. Because all you would see on ads and online for years, it was all about independence for women and living that lifestyle. Which if it works for you, that's amazing, you know? I don't got no complaints. But then as I grew up and would ask the women around in my life what they wanted for the future, you know, when I became college age and everybody's trying to figure out what they want to do with their life, I would hear a surprising amount of them saying the more traditional thing and maybe working a side job just so they're not bored. Nothing wrong with that either. Should I know in the future for me, I'm gonna provide the best I can for whoever I'm with. As long as the relationship is healthy, it really shouldn't concern anyone. Then a couple of years ago, that thing
oh boy, this horrible trend
blew up on TikTok called Trad Wives, where it's pretty much women talking about their traditional lifestyle
going, by the
and
way.
what they live like. Can this lifestyle turn into a toxic thing? Yes. But that's why you have to have a group of good people around you to tell you when it may be turning into that. You know, it can turn real quick from happily married with kids and living your dream lifestyle to you overcooking the chicken one day and getting RKO'd on the dining room table. I think there is a...
I mean, there are even... I don't remember her name. It's like a very famous Trad Wife channel where like the woman is just basically a servant nowadays. She was like a prima ballerina or something like that, like a high class ballerina. And then she married that guy, and since then she's like a trad wife, having a homestead and everything and having a business around all of that stuff. But some of those posts you definitely see or can assume that there's something in the back going on, that it's not going well. And I don't remember if it blew up already or not. It was just a very, very small moment and then it just disappeared again. So I hope she's okay and I hope she's somewhat happy with that. But yeah.
A correlation of this type of lifestyle starting to trend more and more, and you know, men getting called sassy and zesty and online. You know, this is just...
My guys, after the video, get yourself some iced matcha latte and be as sassy as possible. Put on some face mask, put on some feet mask, enjoy your life, take care of yourself, okay? The video's not ending yet. You have to still watch a few minutes, but after that, just treat yourself like a princess, please. You deserve it.
That's my view, but I wasn't really seeing this ramp up like this until recently. People be forgetting there's a large amount of women who also have the traditional mindset of thinking too. Anyways, to wrap everything up, as a man, you shouldn't be crashing out and angry over your girl asking you if you want to get a pedicure with her, and be worried you're gonna get perceived as sassy online if people see it. Maybe it's just the name. If they called it a manly feet.
Oh, I can imagine that this hurts. That's why I said put a feet mask on. It's like filled with lotion. It's really nice. Maybe try that first before you do something like this.
Cleaning, I wonder if more men would be open to doing it. Like, it's fine to take care of your skin and make sure you're looking right. And you can do all this while also doing the traditional, more manly stuff.
Yeah, you do this, and then in the next moment, you go chop some wood. No problem. Do whatever you want to do.
Like locking in with the gym and lifting and providing for whoever you're with in life. I could just never take it serious if another person is trying to call me sassy online because of something. So yeah, let me know what y'all think.
Fair.
Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys.
I would check out these other channels. There was some very based statements, I think. And like I said, I just don't understand why we have to widen the, let's say, gender war, okay, like very carefully, why we have to widen with comments like this and not just let people live as long as they don't like hurt you. If a woman wants to chop wood, let her chop wood. If a man wants to have a face mask and a matcha latte, let him have a face mask and a matcha latte. So no problem in that. But yeah, thank you, Tommy, for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. What is your thoughts on this man used to go to war type of thing? I think it's stupid, and it's still a thing. They still go, right? With more females nowadays too, though. But yeah, let's talk about it, if this is a valid argument online or not. And I'm very curious about your comments. And I see you tomorrow. Bye bye.